सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, Mahayogi Swami Umanand Saraswati ki jai. Well friends, today we are on the 13th chapter. We have just 6 more to go for us to complete a good text. In my next video, however, I am going to talk about purifying chakras. All 7 chakras individually by a process called Nadi Shuddhi, that is purifying the channels, but we will be doing it with certain mudras. Therefore, they will be focused on various chakras. However, that will be a topic probably I'll be taking before 14th chapter. Because there has been a little demand about it. However, today we are concentrating on chapter 13. In chapter 13, basically, Lord Krishna is answering to 3 major questions. He is going to talk about 3 factors. Let's say, suppose we look into a sentence, any English sentence. We have a subject, a verb, and an object. Similarly, in this 13th chapter also, we have 3 elements. We have subject, we have verb, and we have object. Now, what is the subject? Subject is basically a man. It's a mortal world, man, human being. What is the verb? Verb is going to be knowledge. That is knowing, process of knowing, that is knowledge. And what is going to be the object of knowing is Jnaya, that is the supreme reality, truth, or you call it God. So basically these 3 things are dealt with. Now we will use some of the words which are used in Bhagavad Gita just to give you an idea about it. He has talked about a mortal with a combination of Purush and Prakriti, that is matter and spirit, or you call it Brahma and Maya. Now that they are the words used in Bhagavad Gita are Kshetra and Kshetrajna. These are the 2 words which are used. Kshetra is a field. Kshetrajna is by whom the field is controlled. Indweller of or the master, or the one who controls it, or by whose word the field is acted upon. Correct. So we will talk about mankind under 2 titles, Kshetra, Kshetrajna. Then he is dealt with the verb. This was a subject. Now he is dealt with the verb. Second aspect is verb. We are going to talk about knowledge, because knowledge is the media through which we can attain our objective, which is God, Jnaya. So the medium is knowledge or knowing. Here knowledge is not discussed as what is knowledge, but it is discussed as the results. What are the results of knowledge? The person who is enlightened, or who is a man of knowledge, or a person of knowledge, will reflect a few qualities, like he will be a student of spiritualism, or he'll be a less hypocrite, or he'll be a pious person. And these are a few qualities, and we have given a list of it here, because just speaking about it may not make so much impact on reading. So the tabulation is also kept there before you. And the third topic is Jnaya, that is the object. The object of humanity to utilize knowledge for knowing the ultimate. So these are the three factors which are dealt with. The first one is dealt with as Kshetra and Kshetrajna. That is, man is subdivided into the subject of man, the topic of man is divided into two parts. One is the Prakriti, that is the nature, and second is the Purush, the indweller of the nature, in the nature. So I have a form, and there is some spirit, unseen element which dwells in me. So that is called as the supreme, the spirit. Let's say the spirit and the matter. So I am a combination of matter and spirit. Matter is further divided into almost 35 elements. Well, we don't realize it that we have so many things with us. But yes, we have. Just a few examples. We are made of 5 elements. Like we all know, it is earth, then it is water, it's fire, then it is air, and it is space. Now, along with it, we have the 5 attributes of these. So we have the earth is fragrance, then you have the water, that is taste, then you have the fire, which is form, then air is touch, and space is words. Now again, so that makes it about 10. Now in order to smell, we have a nose. Then in order to taste, we have a tongue. Then for fire, that is for the form, we have eyes. Then we have for touch, we have the tvacha, that's the skin. And for the space, words, we have ears, and vani, that is speech. Then we have an unexpressed element. Whatever was until yesterday which was expressed as a form has dissolved somewhere later after. So that unexpressed element also dwells in me. Then we have the energy concept in it. Then we have a few repercussions like joys, sorrows, malice, and then we have desires. Then so if we have desire, we have, obviously we have mind, then we have intellect, and we have ego. Well, some of them I have mentioned, the rest of them are in that tabulation. So you can follow it, pause it, and read it carefully. Then knowledge. Knowledge element is what they have not discussed. Knowledge element they have not discussed is what is knowledge. They have discussed the repercussions of knowledge. So if a person is a knowledgeable person, what are the qualities he will reflect? Of course, this knowledge may not be knowledge related with the material world. It is knowledge of the total knowledge, that is total knowledge of spirit and matter, knowledge of the ultimate truth also. Because I think only after having the knowledge of the ultimate, one tends to have these qualities which are shown. Some of them, of course, are there along with the people who are normally wise in the world. But as I said, educated and qualified and wise, this is the difference. So knowledge here, we have given under it all those qualities which a normal person who is enlightened will reflect, is supposed to reflect. And the third one is Jnaya. Jnaya is where we have knowledge. Knowledge for what? So we need to know something which is not known to us already. What is already known to us is known to us. But what is not known to us has to be also known to us. And that is called Jnaya. That is the object. So we have the subject, the verb, and the object. And this entire chapter, Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter, has only about 35 couplets. And in that only these 3 things are actually dealt with. The man is dealt with, knowledge is dealt with, and the object of knowledge is talked about. So man is, of course, as I told you, divided into the understanding of man is divided into the matter and spirit, and then the knowledge is just the virtues which are described, and God is the ultimate reality. About the ultimate Neya, it is the one fine quality is given, that it is an ever permeating and everlasting concept in the world. So it makes it easier. Of course, we have seen some shades of it earlier in chapter 10 and 11, but basically chapter 13 deals with only just introducing it, and knowledge is highlighted here as qualities, as virtues of mankind, and of course man is dealt with. So the words which are used is Purush, Prakriti, Kshetra, Kshetrajna, Jnan and Jneya. These are the things. Purush, Prakriti is what man is made of. It is also called as Kshetra, Kshetrajna, that is a field, that is a personal matter, the matter which is made. Then we have Kshetra, Kshetrajna, that is the field by which we are made, and Kshetrajna, that is one who dwells or by whose rule this field, this body, functions. So it's spirit and matter, then knowledge and the subject of knowledge. So Bhagavad Gita chapter 13 deals with this. We have tried to put up a small tabulation, and indeed the object, that is object of mankind, which is knowing the ultimate truth, that is we call God, is mentioned here. And go through the tabulation, see if there is certain things which we already have with us about the knowledge aspect of it, and if there are certain qualities which need to be developed, develop it. This is Swami Radhikanand from Pune. We'll be going to chapter 14 in a day or two, but before that I would also like to introduce one very important topic, and it's been asked for by some people. So we are going to try and see how to purify various chakras in the body with the help of Nadi Shuddhi, that is a type of a breathing, some steps of breathing, and certain mudras. I will be explaining it systematically with one chakra at a time and one mudra simultaneously. So keep following and let me know. Well, we have touched about 214 subscribers. I'm looking forward for more, not for the number to go up, but for the knowledge to reach as many people as possible. Thank you. This is Swami Radhikanand from Pune.